What's up, family? I got Betty. Betty always show up. What's up, cuz? You good? Yeah, I'm straight. Putting it in. The grind continues. Putting in work. Do this right here. It's good. You get it? Y'all be just checking in, just listening. Y'all ain't me talking. What's going on, Betty? You alright? Good, good. I see you, Emily. I tried to reach out to Mike today. I got his voicemail. So I'll reach out again tomorrow. Just putting in this work. Steve Jones, what's going on, bro? You good? How y'all doing tonight? Everybody all sequestered. The grind continues, never stops. Success is a journey, not the destination. Maxine Rush, what's going on, Maxine? You good? Cool. Yeah, I'm just here. Good. I'm good. I'm good, cuz. I'm straight. I appreciate you, though. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. Hey, Max. Y'all good tonight? What's going on? What's going on with y'all? I've been waiting on my boys to show up. Lamont, Sean, Bradley. Trying to hook up with them guys. Do some things. I got some stuff for them. Been working on cooking up some stuff in the lab. Can't disclose too much right now. But you know, I'm gonna come out the gate. I'm gonna come out the box with it. I'm telling you, when I come out, y'all gonna feel it. Yeah, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna be soon. Probably tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe certainly next week sometime. Monday, Tuesday, early next week. Time to go ahead and launch. You know, when you do something, you can't be procrastinating. You can't be, you can't rush it. You can't push it out too fast. Inez, what's up? But you can't take forever either. I feel you on that, girl. That's what I'm talking about. My cousin talking about. She see my Uncle Morris in me. Like always, she always tells me, you do that. You do tell me that. And you know, the more and more I look at myself, I do see my grandfather in me. I do. You know, he spent a lot of time talking to me. Just pouring into me. I mean, stuff that I probably didn't even realize he was doing. I can still remember all the talks we had. You know, all the talks we would have. Sitting under the tree at Faith Street. I remember we used to go to the laundromat, and we would talk a lot. Okay, I'm reading up Inez's. You have to do earlier. You know, Inez, look. I'm 24/7, Inez. I mean, I'm up in the morning at 3, 4 o'clock, and I'm up late at night. You know, I don't do it. I don't overdo it. My wife always worries about me. But you know, it's just something that's in me. You know, I've always been driven. Almost to my detriment. You know, you can't burn the candles at both ends, but by that same token, you can't act like you got forever to do things. You know, we all are here but for an appointed time. And I always contend that no matter how long you live, I think that at the end of the day, no matter how long you live, you can live to be 100 years old. And on your deathbed, you'll be like, man, if I only had one more day. If I only had one more day. You know, so we all get the same amount of time, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 52 weeks in a year, however you want to look at that. But it's what you do at the time. You know, how you do it, what you do with your time. He was giving you a lot. Yes, he was. My grandfather, Morris. I can still see him. I can hear him. I can hear his laugh. Everything about him. You know, I just remember. I remember, yeah. So, God bless you. Get some rest. I will check you out in the morning. Okay, Inez. After my online church, cool. Yeah, we're going to be doing the online church tomorrow as well, my wife and I. I had been contemplating whether I want to do anything, but I think I probably won't in the morning. And then that's always subject to change. You know, I could get inspired tonight in my sleep and wake up in the morning and tell my wife, hey, babe, we got, you know, let's do this. You know, she's been very supportive. So I'm just putting in the work. I'm putting in work. You know, my thing is, again, none of us know how much time we have. And the objective is to leave it all on the court. You know, leave it all on the court. You know, whatever time you have, when your time is up, you want to feel like I left it all on the court. I ain't taking nothing to the grave with me. Nothing. I'm going to leave it all on the court. And if you guys are still around when I'm not around, y'all be able to say, hopefully y'all be able to say, hey, Mike left it all on the court. You know, I hope my work will show for it. And that's all I can say about that, really. Because when it's over, it's over. You don't get no do-overs. You can't say, let me get more time, Lord. Let me go back and do something I didn't do when I thought I had more time. You just got to put it all out. You got to leave it all on the court. And then after that, you've done your job. You've done best you could do. That's all you can do. Remember, I played football in high school. Coach Marin and Coach Bell. You know, I had never really played organized sports, but I just remember playing in my 10th and 11th and 12th grade year. And I just remember, you know, we were an okay team. We weren't like a really good team, but we could win some games, we could lose some games. But I just remember when they would always tell us, if we played our best, then whether we won or lost, it didn't matter, because as long as you gave everything you had and left everything on the field, that's all that really mattered. You know, the score didn't really count, but what you left on that field is what really mattered. So life is the same way. You know, when it's all over, the score really doesn't matter. You know, when they tally up everything, I see you, Risa. You know, how much, what you did, da 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 da. You know, the score really doesn't matter. What matters is, you know, did you give everything you had? That's what it comes down to. Did you give everything you had? And if you didn't, then that's when you got to say, oh man, I could at least pushed a little more, gave a little more, that kind of thing. And but if you gave everything you had, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You don't have you don't have anything to worry about. And that's what it matters. That's what really, really, really matters, is what you leave on the court and not what you take to the grave with you. You know, they say that the most valuable real estate. Does anybody know what the most valuable real estate is? I see my daughter's college mate, Ariana. Hey, Ariana, I hope you're doing well. I think you out in, I'm not going to put your business out, but I think you are. I think I know where you are. I hope you're doing well. And, you know, Amber's doing well. I love to see you guys in college, the bond you guys formed. And, you know, it just really did my heart well to see her meet some really good folks up in Hampton, and you being one of them, and how the bond that you guys had, the four of you guys, you, Melanie, and Kristen, and Amber. You know, y'all like sisters. And never lose that. You guys keep that. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm good. I'm doing good, thanks. But going back to the most valuable real estate in the world. Who knows what the most valuable real estate in the world is? I'm going to wait for this one. It's not a rhetorical question either. I want to answer. Give me an answer. Aunt Dorme, guess what? I see you. Our cousin Betty said she could see Granddaddy all over me right now. And I was wondering if you see the same thing. Do you see your father? My grandfather. There you go, Don. Look, you've been listening to me. You've been listening to me. What's the most valuable real estate in the world? A cemetery. The cemetery is the most valuable real estate in the world. Why? Because most people take their greatness to the grave with them. They do. They take their greatness straight to the grave, right back to the grave with them. They don't leave it here on earth for it to benefit mankind or benefit somebody or benefit, someone as I pass along. If I can cheer someone with a word or song, then my living would not have been in vain. You gotta leave it on the court, y'all. Reese, you heard me talk to you like this. All of y'all, Ariana, leave it on the court. Whatever you're doing, put it out. Go for it. Leave it on the court. Don't take nothing to the grave with you. Nothing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you, look, I ain't leaving nothing. I ain't taking nothing to the grave with me. I'm gonna leave it all on the court. I'm sorry. Some people don't understand it. They don't say, Mike, why you so hard? Why you so driven, man? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. Sometimes I had actually wished I wasn't so driven. I was like, man, I wish I wasn't so driven. I could just chill, but I just can't. There's something about it, something in me, Maybe it's my lineage, maybe it's my parents, my grandparents, the family I come from, the stuff that people poured into me. I just don't know. But whatever it is, I just can't. I just can't. You can't. Listen. Let your light shine. Let me say this to y'all. Whoever watching this, I want y'all to remember this. Each of us were created for a unique purpose. Okay, God created each and every one of us. Each and every one of us that's watching this video right now. God created you for a special purpose, a reason. There's a reason you were created. He just didn't create you for no reason. Okay, God didn't do that. He didn't just create you to just suck up air, because there's enough people to do that. Okay, He created each one of you for a unique purpose. So what your job is in life is to discover what that unique purpose is. And then once you do that, to relentlessly pursue it with everything you got as if your very life depended on it. Relentlessly. Relentlessly. I mean, I'm an assassin. I'm an assassin. I slay dragons and scorpions and serpents. And the devil is so mad. Satan is so mad. When I tell y'all he be coming at me, he be trying to come at me with everything. I'm like, dude, you can't do this. I know I have the power over you. See, that's what that's where most people mess up. They don't realize that we have the power and authority over the enemy. Okay? Yes, in the Kearney bloodline. Yes. And, we have authority and power, all power over the enemy. And nothing by any means shall harm me. Nothing by any means shall harm you. Once you understand that, once you understand your true power and your uniqueness, and you discover that, listen to what I'm telling you all. Once you discover that, nobody can compete with you on your level, on what you're doing. If you're walking in your calling, nobody else can walk in your calling. Check that out. That's gonna marinate for a minute. Y'all gonna get that like Tuesday of next week. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm just getting that. Mike dropped that on me Saturday night. I'm gonna say it again. Write it down. Once you discover what your purpose is in life, and you are truly walking in your calling, that you don't have any competition, because no one else can walk in your calling. They can try to walk in your calling, but see, that's where they're messing up, because they're not walking in their calling. Okay? But they can't compete with you walking in your calling, because God created you for that reason. Pamela Robinson, I see you. I'm just giving us some knowledge, some wisdom nuggets. Again, once you discover your unique purpose. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I know what I'm talking about. Your job is to relentlessly pursue that as if your very life depended on it. Because once you discover what your calling is, you have no competition in your calling. Because no one else can walk in your calling. Only you can walk in your calling. So if you are just created to walk in to do a certain thing, God has called you to do something, and you discover that, you don't have any competition. You don't have any competition. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all can feel me on that. You don't have any competition. And once you understand that, you can walk on water. You can walk on water. You can walk on water. Okay? And you're supposed to. You're supposed to leave it on the court. You get that confirmation like Pamela's talking about. Look, I'm giving you confirmation. Let me talk to Pamela for a minute. I don't think I even know you, Pamela, personally, but I'm going to talk to you just for a minute. You've been waiting for something. You've been waiting for confirmation on something. Let me tell you who you are. You are great. There's greatness in you. And you've been trying to figure out, what's my calling? Am I living up to my purpose in life? Okay, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing here? Okay, and Lord, send me a sign. Send me a messenger. Send me a messenger. You see, once I stepped into my calling, my whole life changed. I'm on a whole different level. Whole different level. So Pamela, what I'm trying to tell you, I don't even know what your situation is. So you listen to me real careful. You have greatness in you. There's greatness in you. Greatness! And you have to understand that, and don't let anybody else convince you otherwise. Don't let anybody else convince you otherwise. And once you step into your calling, you don't have any competition. Nobody can compete with you on your level, in your calling. Now, guess what? Where we mess up is this. We try to walk in other people's calling. Now, it's okay to look at other people and say, I like that, I like this. And it's okay to, model yourself after certain things. And, you like certain attributes of other people. That's all fine and good. That's how we learn. We learn from our environment, okay? But what you have to understand is this. God created you for something unique and special. And only you can do it. He created you for a unique purpose. And once you discover what that is, and you step into that, it's over. Over. It's over. And you don't have to go around broadcasting it, but once you figure it out, it's over. You have no competition. And people will try to compete with you in your calling, but there's no competition because you're walking in your calling. And if you're walking in your calling, that's where we mess up. We try to walk in other people's callings. No, when you walk in your calling, you don't have any competition. You don't have any competition. I'm glad you got that word. Listen, let me tell you something. And I think it's important that you hear this from me. I ran from my calling for 32 years. 32 years. And one of the things that God had revealed to me years ago, 20 years ago, he said, Michael, I've called you to be a messenger. And no matter how many people you ever speak to, I'm talking to Pamela right now. No matter how many people you ever speak to, I will always deliver you a message for at least one person. So you don't have to try to figure out what the word is and what the message is. You just do your part and talk. Well, here I am, vain, okay? Lord, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to do that because people are going to think I'm crazy. My friends, I'm going to lose friends. My family going to think I'm crazy. I don't know. I'll be honest. I was running from that thing. I was like, nah, dog. I was like, nah, God, I don't think I'm going to do that, And that's when I started really having some challenges in life. Because I had promised God. I said, Lord, if you order my steps, I'll be obedient and I'll go, I'll do, I'll say, I'll speak. Wherever you want me to go, whatever you want me to say, whatever you want me to do. And then I said this. I said, even if I don't understand it, I'll still do it. And then the minute God started giving me assignments and leading me to do things, and I started resisting, I started being disobedient. And being disobedient, listen, will cost you. Will cost you. Anyone And when I say that, me, you, this nation, why do you think we're going through what we're going through right now? Why do you think this world is going through what it's going through right now? Because they've been disobedient. And those who know better, line them right up behind them. The ones that are disobedient. Okay? So what I had to start doing, what I finally had to do was accept my calling and say, okay, because God gave me one last chance, by the way. And he said, this is it. This is it. Mess with me now. Don't you keep being disobedient. You're gonna run out of time. And I had a vision, if you will, and it scared the living daylights out of me. That I knew I was going straight to hell if I didn't start being obedient. So that's what I started doing. And then when I did that, my whole life changed. So now I don't focus on, well, what are people going to think? You know, are they going to think I've lost my mind? I know people think I've gone crazy. Man, Mike has just gone completely crazy. He's crossed over to this, you know, what do we call him? You know, some kind of spiritual, you know, freak. I don't care. Think whatever you want. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what my assignment is. And based on that, I'm doing it to the best of my ability. I'm gonna leave it all on the court. That's what I started talking about tonight. Leaving everything on the court. Then you came on. I don't know what you need to hear in your life. Whatever message God gave you, understand that's for you. I don't even have to know what it is. You don't have to say Mr. Kearney or Mike. I like to be referred to as Michael now since 3/22/20, which was a couple of weeks ago. That's a whole nother story. My total transformation was completed on the 22nd of this month, actually, March. But it was a work in progress. We're talking about 32 years in progress of transformation, if you will. But I don't have to know what the message was for you. But I hope you got that, and based on that, you got what you needed. You got what you needed. Now you run with that. You take the vision, make it plain. He that read it can do what? Run with it. Run. You run like your life depended on it. Listen, every morning in the African Serengeti, if you will, the lion gets up and the gazelle gets up, and the lion chases the gazelle, and the gazelle runs from the lion. And no matter if you are a lion or a gazelle, you're running for your life. Okay? So whichever one you are, run for your life. You take that and you run with it. You know, we're dealing with this whole, coronavirus thing. And I'm going to tell y'all, I did a post this earlier today. I said, look, none of us know. We don't. None of us know. And I'm going to try to put y'all at ease with this thing. You gotta be at peace with your maker. You have to be at peace with your maker. Okay? If not, this stuff is going to drive y'all crazy. Okay? See, this stuff doesn't affect me because I've already been down. I've already stared death in the face and stared it down, if you will. I've made my peace with dying, if you will. Put it like that. This was a few years ago when I had to have some surgery. But once you do that, you're not fearful of dying. See, the Lord doesn't work in fear, of a spirit of fear. That's a trick of the enemy. And if he can keep you paralyzed with fear, you can't do anything else. You certainly can't follow your calling in life, right? Think about that. Think about that right there. That's a word for somebody right there. That's a word for somebody right there. I'm going to say that one again. If the enemy can trick you with fear and paralyze you with fear, what does that do? That prevents you from doing anything else. You're like paralyzed in your tracks. Right now, you can't think about anything else. Paralyzed by fear. Can't sleep. Can't eat. Every time you try to do something else, it's in the back of your mind. Yeah, it's going to be there. But you can't let it paralyze you. And the only way you can do that is to face the reality that one day I will die, period. We know that. That's a given. In case y'all ain't figured that out by now, all of us are going to die one day. We just don't know when. Okay? And what you can't do, you can't let the enemy paralyze you with the fear of dying. Because if he does that, then you can't do nothing else. You're so busy paralyzed with the fear of dying. So you take that away from him. You snatch that back away from him. Give me that back. Trying to paralyze me. You take that back from him. Blue, you know what I'm talking about. Neville, you snatch out of it. Give me that fear. Trying to paralyze me with fear. And then it's your job to find out what your calling is in life and run with it. Once you figure it out, run as if your life depended on it. You run and you'll leave it all on the court. Don't take nothing to the grave with you. I don't care how much time you got left. I don't know how much time I got left. I could live another 30 years, another 40 years. I don't think I want to live more than that. I'm 56 years old. 40 more years, I'd be 96 years old. I'd be like, God, I'm ready to go, dude. What? Have I not done what I'm supposed to do here? What? I think I'm good for about 30 more years. I think, 86, I'm cool with that. Now watch I get to 86, like, oh God, let me just get about 2 more years, I can get 2 more years. Blue, I know you laughing right now. It's funny how everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die to get there, right? Right? Yeah, live to be 86. Mike, remember you said you just want to live 30 more years? Yeah, well, that's been 30 years now. So you're going to come on home. Well, God, I was thinking about that thing, and I was wondering if I could get like 2 more years or an extension. You know how we be asking for extensions, right? What are y'all saying? Let me see what y'all talking about. All right. I see you, Pamela. I hope you got something there, Pamela Robinson. Yeah. Look, y'all. Look, I'm not saying anything new. Y'all know this stuff. Come on, y'all know this. Sometimes you just need a little reminder. That's all. You just need a little reminder. Sometimes you need confirmation. We do. Sometimes, we'll know something, and then, the enemy again will try to trick us with his trickery. He's a master of trickery, by the way. Man, that joker had me the other night, man. I'm telling you, I was like, when I tell y'all, he was all on me the other night, the enemy. Right? Trying to dissuade me, turn me back. Came to me in a dream. And the ironic part is, he came to me in a dream as my wife. Okay? And I shared this with my wife, and I don't want to get too personal and tell it the whole dream, but it was so real, and I had just laid down. I didn't even think I was asleep. That's the whole part. I had just laid down, and my phone fell on the floor. And I'm laying in the bed. I bent down to pick my phone up, and when I laid back down, it was a dream. I had actually fallen asleep that fast, and the enemy had come into my dream and made me think I was still awake. And it was this whole dream. And when I woke up, I was like, oh my goodness, this is real. This is spiritual warfare here. This man is this Satan is mad. He's mad. He like when I was born again and began to serve God wholeheartedly and fully and stepped into my calling, Satan was like, oh no, you ain't gonna get away with that easy. You're not getting away that easy. You're gonna have to pay for this, because I thought you was one of my warriors. Nah, I was running for a while. I'm raised in the church. I know right from wrong, but I wasn't you can't serve 2 masters. You can't serve 2 masters. And sometimes when we're not serving God, we don't realize we're actually serving the devil. Hey, look at it like that. If you're not serving God, then who else you serving? So when I stopped serving that enemy and began wholeheartedly serving God, that's when the enemy got real mad. And he came at me with everything. And I know he won't stop. But it's cool because Luke 10:19. Just read Luke. Y'all read Luke 10:19. It's right there in the word. But see, what you got to do is you got to believe. See, if you don't believe, then the enemy will convince you that he has more power than you do, when all along you got more power than he does. And if you don't know that, he'll wear you out. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I don't want to talk I don't feel like I'm rambling. What y'all got on y'all minds tonight? What's going on? I'm working on a project right now for my family. I'm putting everything into it right now. And the grind continues, it never stops. Betty, amen. I feel you, Betty. I know you feel me. I know y'all feel me on this. I just want to give y'all that word on not fear. And really, to be honest with you, I hadn't really planned on, see, this is how God works. When I'm obedient, this is how God works. I believe Pamela was supposed to get a message tonight from me. So I really wasn't even going to do a video. I'm sitting here working, and the Lord said, do a live video right now. Right where you are. Look, y'all see how I'm sitting here? All right? On my couch. T-shirt with the sleeves cut off. Short pants. Yeah? I ain't trying to impress nobody. But I had a word to get out to Pamela. So Pamela Spears Robinson, y'all pray for Pamela. Whatever she's going through, whatever she needs to hear, pray that she got her word. Pray that she will take that word and understand that that was confirmation for you, Pamela. And everybody else, if you got something out of this, understand there was a word for you in this message tonight. Because I don't even know what I said, to be honest. Whatever I said, the word that was in there for you, that wasn't from me. That was from God. All I'm doing is being obedient and being used as a tool. I said, Lord, you use me as a tool. And I promise you I'll be obedient, even if I don't understand it. You know, do you think I wanted to do a video here while I'm trying to work? God said, do the video. And then just start talking, and I'll do the rest. So whatever you got, Pamela, that was for you. Straight for you. And anybody else that got something out of this, for whatever reason you tuned in to this video, and you got something out of it, understand that was for you. So then based on that, I'm going to go back to work. All right, it's still 11 o'clock. It's early for me. Look, y'all don't know, boy. Y'all don't know. Look, people be waking up like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning and be like, I don't have worked half the day already. All right? I'm an assassin. Y'all know what that means. I slay dragons, serpents, scorpions. I slay the enemy. He's terrified of me. He's terrified of me. It ain't gonna stop him from coming, but come on, get your tail whipped again. He ain't gonna give up. He gonna keep trying. Okay, this time we gonna do this. Send 3 more after him. Let's gang up on him. Don't matter. You can't touch me. I'm an assassin. All right, y'all. I gotta roll. I got some work to do tonight. Peace. I love y'all. Neville, be good, man. I know you probably having withdrawals, not playing golf. I know I am, bruh. I mean, I'm like going crazy. Today I was in my backyard. I was like, Lord have mercy. I wish I could go golfing. Planes flying over. I'm like, at least if I could just go flying. But no, I gotta park right here for a minute. You know, this whole coronavirus thing, this is serious, y'all. Listen, take this thing serious. So many people are not taking this coronavirus thing serious. And look, the numbers in the U.S. has doubled in the last 3 days. 1,000. It was 1,000 a couple days ago. I think it was like 1,000 like Thursday night or something like that. Here it is Sunday morning. Not even Sunday yet. It's still Saturday night. Now it's over 2,000. People not taking it serious. People going to spring breaks and on the beach, and people still having church with thousands of people in the church. Y'all play with that thing if you want. Look, I ain't going nowhere. I'm in the crib. I was in the, all day, at home all day. Me and my wife. Cooked some stuff on the grill for lunch. Chilled out. I was out at Peace Haven just about an hour ago. Lit some citronella candles, and I'm like chilling. I ain't going nowhere. I love you too. All right, listen, I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. All right, I'll come back to y'all maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. If God inspires me to do so, I will. But if not, I won't. I'm not coming to you just to be trying to impress you and whatever else people might think. I'm not doing that. But if God says, listen, I need you to do this today. Just preach on this or speak on this. And somebody has to get that word, I'll do it. But if not, I won't do it. You won't hear from me. All right? So let me get back to work. Love you guys. Don't forget what I told you. You're created for something special. You are special. And there's a unique purpose and a unique calling on your life. Everybody that's watching this video. There's a unique calling. And some of you, most of you have probably already figured out what it is, and you're walking in your calling. Ray Blue, I gotta believe you're walking in your calling, man. I respect you so much, man. I've always respected you. Okay? You just the way you carry yourself, So I know you're one of those people that know what your calling is, and you're walking in your calling. Neville, I don't know that much about you, but I gotta believe and hope that you know what your calling is in life and you're walking in your calling. Because like I'll say this again, and lastly I'll say it, and I'll sign off. Once you figure out your calling, and if you're walking in your calling, you have no competition. No one can touch you on what you do in your own calling, because it's your calling. Think about that. No one else can walk in your calling. You know, that'd be like me, Ray, let me use you as an example. That'd be like me saying, hey Blue, can I walk in your calling? Like, Mike, walk in your own calling, man. Or me saying, hey Blue, can you walk in my calling for me? Dude, walk in your own calling, and I'll walk in my calling. And we'll stay in our lanes, and we'll run as if our life depended on it. And when it's all over, and we leave it all in the court, we can go see the maker, and he say, job well done, soldiers. Now come on in here, and there's your heaven over there. Blue, there's your heaven over there. I ain't even gonna talk about what I think heaven is. Y'all don't really think I'm crazy. But you know my heaven gonna have something to do with airplanes. I'm gonna have me a Pilatus PC-12, a hangar, man cave, runway. Like, yo, y'all wanna go flying around heaven? See, check out heaven? Come on, get on the plane. Let me go. I'm starting to act foolish now. All right, peace. I love y'all.